Hey, I'm going to get into what I want to talk about, but first, let me deviate a bit with this. For about a year now, I don't know where this is coming from, but I've just had a passion for third world nations, especially nations where things are very challenging. There's massive starvation and there's war and all manner of, you know, tribulations going on. And one thing I've realized is that the poorest nations in the world, I mean every country in the world, but especially the poorest nations in the world seem to have the most natural resources. Let's take South Sudan, for instance. South Sudan has been in turmoil for years now. It's called the poorest nation in the world. But in my research, I saw that South Sudan has some of the highest concentrations of natural resources. It is too many to mention. You know, I have some of them in my notes. It has gold, copper, zinc, lead, iron, asbestos, rare earth, uranium, diamonds. It's about 46. Haiti, for instance, has about 160 billion cubic feet of natural gas. Haiti also has about another almost 200 million barrels of oil. And scientists say that there, or geologists say that there's potentially another billion barrels of undiscovered oil, potentially larger than Venezuela, who has the largest oil deposits and one of the poorest nations in the world. But when you go over to places like United Arab Emirates, you'd find that even though they have high concentrations of oil, Dubai, for instance, they have transcended, which comes to what I'm trying to say to you that you need to work hard on what comes easy to you. Take Dubai, for instance. They have taken that oil and transformed their country into a tourism powerhouse. So much so that everything is going on there. They want to be number one in anything and everything, and is attracting investments from all over the world. So here's what I'm trying to say is that if you're going through a struggle in your life, a period of struggle, especially financial struggle, and you can't seem to be going ahead, you need to work hard on what comes naturally to you. Because just like these countries I mentioned, especially my home country, I'm in Canada now, but my home country, Nigeria, even in Canada, Canada has some of the largest deposits of oil. We need to start working hard on the things that has been given to us for free. Work hard on the things that you've been blessed with. A lot of us refuse to work hard on the things that comes naturally to us. And why do we do this? When you work hard on what comes naturally to you, it ceases to be a grind. It's no more a grind. It is work that you enjoy. It can be what they call effortless excellence because it's something that you love to do. You excel at it. And when you excel at something, you attract all manner of opportunities to you. So I want you to consider working hard on the things that come so easy to you. Think about all the poorest nations in the world. They have gazillion, I won't just say trillions, let's say trillions. They have possibly, when you combine all the third world countries in the world, they possibly have $100 trillion worth of natural resources. But what's the problem? We don't work hard on the things that comes naturally to us. You find countries like Venezuela and other countries, Nigeria, where I'm from, still import oil, still import gas. There's a large, the richest man is called Dangote. He has a large refinery there now. But even at that, it's still a struggle because the country still wants to continue importation because it's an avenue for corruption, by the way. So I want you to work hard on the things that comes easy to you. Pick up the things that comes naturally to you. Is it baking? Is it music? Is it administration? Is it numbers? There is something that comes easily to you. Work hard on that. People will notice. When you see somebody working hard on what comes easy to them, it's such a beauty. It's such a beauty to watch. Have you seen someone who's excellent at what they do and at the peak of it, they're just having fun while they do it? It is such a glorious thing to watch. And people will pay to watch. People will pay to enjoy that. If you have something that comes naturally to you, hone it, craft it, specialize, make it better, and serve it. Because it's the key to your financial freedom. Work hard on what comes easily to you. We're living in a world where people work hard on what comes hard for them. It makes no sense. Sometimes, yeah, I understand. We need to make money, work on our jobs, especially when we start working hard on what comes easily to us later in life. But even at that, even if you have a job or you're working hard on something you don't like, you have 24 hours. We have all that there is. The richest people in the world and the poorest have the same 24 hours. You know, in weight loss, there's a motivational quote that they say that somebody busier than you is working out right now. Someone more successful than you is working hard at what comes easily to them right now. And someone who is in a lower estate than you right now is working hard on what comes naturally to them. In 5 years, we'll applaud for them. Let's applaud for you. You have something. Everybody has a gift. Every single person in the world, just as every single nation in the world is blessed with natural resources. Don't forget the number one resource is mental, right? But every single country on earth, from the richest to the poorest, all have natural resources, all have things that comes naturally to them. And that is why the wealth of nations is measured in something called, I think, gross national productivity. They have these things, but they don't produce them. They don't refine them. At best, they try to dig it up and sell. Your wealth is in your productivity of what comes naturally to you. So if you find yourself stuck in a job you hate or at a point in life where you have no success and a boatload of frustration, you need to consider this. Work hard on what comes easily to you. Give it an hour, then 2, then 3, but keep at it. And before you know, you'll have 1 client, 2 clients, 5 clients, 10 clients. It could be baking cookies. It could be you're good with children. I have a sister-in-law who is at a very good place in life right now. And all she did was she's so good with children. She found a place to specialize in, and that is working with children with special needs. And it's been over 6 years now. She has at least 40 children on her waiting list because she's so good at what she does. You might have a way with children. You might have a way with languages. You might have a way with relationships. You might be someone that everybody wants to talk to you when they have problems. You have a way to soothe their spirits. You might be the first person people call when they're going through heartache. You have a way to soothe their soul. You might be someone that people always, and this happened to me, people When people have ideas, they call me and say, Victor, I have this idea. I have a way to break it down into actionable steps and bring out different areas where they can maximize and make money from. It's just something that I honed, and it's something that comes naturally to me. Speaking comes naturally to me. Do you understand? There is something that comes naturally to you. It is yours and yours alone. Work hard on it. Be the Dubai of your family. The person that has the oil but worked hard on the oil. They didn't pay for the oil. Think about third world countries sitting on trillions of dollars of resources that can change their countries overnight. But what did they rather do? Beg for international aid. Import. So that's all I wanted to share today. Work hard on what comes easy to you. Give it your best. And one day we will applaud you. But for now, there's work to be done. See you at work.